difícil acreditar. Quando eu olho pras tuas promessas, acredito vai valer a pena esperar. Pois eu sirvo Deus que é tão grande.
And we are now moving into the top fights of the night, coming into what is now our co-main event at bantamweight. We have Karine Japa coming in with a professional record of 2-0-1, a mixed martial artist fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, out of Team Matthias Nashe and Hybrid Jiu-Jitsu. Coming in, this is her peak debut, and her last fight was a loss via RNC. Now, I will say this about Japa. We have been trying to get her in the cage here for about 2 years. And you know, women's MMA is difficult. It's the weight classes, the amount of people who are fighting, and then if you get a dropout or a fight that fails, very hard to find a replacement.
Yeah.
Very hard. So she's been unfortunately unable to make her trip to the PFC cage. This time, getting an opponent, getting on weight, and getting ready to get to work and try to move herself to 3-0. You can see former champion Jessica Andrade in her corner there.
Oh, yeah.
You know you have got a good corner and camp when your coach is a former UFC world champion.
That's right.
Can't complain with that. And if you've never been to a Peak Fighting Championships before, hey, come on out. You could have gotten a signature from her. She was doing a little meet and greet, hanging with the fans before the fights.
We got Gleason sitting over here next to us.
Gleason, the pit bull, whatever his nickname is. Oh, Thick Neck's got me scared, boy. I don't know if you've ever seen him up close. That's a specimen, my guy.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently, he's got a fight coming up. Pray for his opponent.
Yeah. Run it up, Blondo. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas, where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't miss it.
And making her way to the cage, we have Alex Apodaca, a 0-1 professional mixed martial artist fighting out of Denver, Colorado, by way of Austin, Texas, out of High Altitude Martial Arts Trainers Valor Cabrera. And this is her second trip to the Peak cage. Her last fight, a split decision loss at PFC 34. And a barn burner, a really close match. A match that at the end of it, anyone's hand who is raised would have been appropriate. So, hey, a great learning experience for her. You can see her just really enjoying her walk out here. It's been all smiles all weekend. In the elevator after weigh-ins, all smiles, walking around.
And she's tall, rangy, and she can use her range pretty well at times. Whenever she punches hard, sometimes she doesn't really sit down and doesn't really let them go.
And that was what we were talking about. Really want to see if she can sit down on that power and really use the striking volume she has and maybe land a little bit more damage.
But this height discrepancy is going to be huge.
Well, I know you had said you weren't able to find too much film on Japa, but let's take a tail of the tape and I'll talk about some film I've seen. 28-31, but that big discrepancy there, 50 piece.
And now we introduce to you first the blue corner at 5'3", weighing in officially at 135.1 pounds. Holding a professional record of 2 wins, both coming by first round stoppage against 1 defeat. Originally from São Gonçalo, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Karine Japa Cristine. And now we introduce her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She stands 5'7", weighing in tonight at 134.7 pounds, returning to peak fighting with an 0-1 professional record from Denver, Colorado, by way of Austin, Texas. Please welcome Alex Apodaca. Your referee, Danielle Guevara.
Well, we are ready, and if you know anything about the PFC cage, you know that the ladies never fail to bring it.
That's right.
Let's go. This professional bout is set and started. And one thing I was going to say is Japa's really well known for her desire to just kind of move forward and throw really hard.
Okay.
Absolutely.
She's going to have to get through that distance of Alex.
Well, and that was what I was going to say was going to be interesting because of the way that she normally fights. Very aggressive, very strong moving forward. She's got to be very careful with the length.
Yeah.
You see there, that first flurry in. And one thing to note here, too, is Alex talks about coming down from 160. That's a big 35er for a woman.
It is. Yeah, that's true.
Again, like you said, that size difference on display right here.
It is. It is. You know, Alex sometimes leans forward. I was talking about this earlier, and kind of closes the distance for her opponent. She'll kind of lean out over her front foot a little bit. I haven't really seen her do it too much yet.
Yeah, she's sitting back a little bit better today. Nice, just picking her shots. Really, this is the range that Alex needs the fight to be in right now.
Ooh.
Nice knee up the middle. Apodaca. Ooh, great body shot there.
Yeah.
Japa kind of ducked down, almost made it into a head kick.
Yeah, Japa's trying to get comfortable in there. She's trying to loosen up. Ooh, good body shot, but took a knee for her troubles.
And right as her corner says it, I agree. Alex with a nice jab there, using that teep.
Yep.
Now, right there, after that failed strike, you see a little bit of what we're talking about there, though. Sometimes standing a little bit tall, not sitting into her punches.
Yeah.
Japa would be well served to press in those moments.
Good hook, though.
You see those extra feints and movement. Japa trying to get inside, get into range where she can land some of her power.
Yep.
Get some of her scoring going. And, man, do I understand this as a 5'6", 145er. He's just got to, you know, sometimes you have to kind of be like, you know what, I'm going to take a jab, take a cross, get in and try to get my shots off, because when you have somebody long like this, and Alex is doing a good job of, you're going to get hit on the way in. So it's not about getting hit. Great cross.
And the more comfortable Alex gets and starts putting combinations together, the harder it's going to be for Japa to get inside. And now she's pushing forward. She landed a big right hand of her own.
Well, I'd like to see her get in and stay in. Don't reset.
Ooh.
Don't exit back out.
Yeah.
Get in there and stay in there.
You hear Alex's corner telling her keep her weight even. She leans forward too far.
Well, it's very obvious she learned a lot from that split decision loss.
Yeah.
Much more measured and much more powerful.
Yeah, she is throwing a lot harder.
Ooh, Japa just misses with that big left hook. A lot of motion here. 40 seconds left in our first round. A lot of activity. These ladies trying to find their openings with these strikes here. No one quite able to get the advantage, though. Very back and forth right now. Maybe volume to Apodaca?
Yeah, I think so, just because early on, you know, she was landing early. She was landing heavy.
Right.
But it took about half the round before Japa really... Ooh, big knee. Another one to the body.
I really like it when a taller fighter uses that clinch on the wrestling.
Yeah. Well, she's using it whenever we were talking about Japa trying to move forward. As soon as she does, that's whenever Alex is clinching her and throwing knees up the middle.
And a very
and
that can be difficult
moments.
too, though, because when you are the shorter fighter, it's kind of like, especially as you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You're gonna almost lose all the exchanges. But then there's something you love to see. Those body shots and those clinched knees mean that as Japa is transitioning from the outside to the inside, she's dealing with strikes and damage. So she can't just freely crash.
Yeah, just good 1-2s.
If we think back to, and I only say this because it very much makes me think of it, is in Kobe Bradford and Larry, they're not worried about a head clash. They clash heads. Bam.
Yeah.
They've clashed already. Japa now knows I got to be worried about a clash.
Yeah.
I can't clash in. That's something that I was always very aware of as the forward-pressing fighter. Got to be very careful I'm not walking into stuff without getting something of my own.
That's right.
Because fortunately enough, moving forward and landing, even if you get hit, will often score for the judges.
Yeah, it will. Because you're moving forward, you're probably pushing the guy
aggressor,
back. Yeah.
Right. And Japa coming out a little bit more aggressive here. You see at the start of the second round, looking for a little bit more action.
Bouncing around a little bit better. How long can she keep it up? Good high kick, but just a little bit short. And Alex still being real patient. Looking solid.
Alex is
now.
doing a really good job of keeping her right lead outside of Japa. So the advantage in the switch stance is always to the right lead. And if that right lead can keep that outside foot, it's almost impossible, especially for a shorter fighter. It might be impossible for her to land her two, which is going to be that power shot.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to get her foot on the outside. The lead foot battle when you have Orthodox versus Southpaw.
Alex is dominating it. I'm not sure that Apodaca is really aware of how bad she's losing that battle.
They're both aware now, or somebody might have said something from the corner because they both, one of them stepped over and the other one stepped over.
And you see there the switch from Apodaca.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice low kick. Again.
Yeah, Japa's trying to stay and not flee back so she can be in the range, but Alex making her pay for it. Ooh, that was a good right hand from just a little short. Feints going crazy in there. Now
the pace switching now, though. Japa getting some shots off there. Alex presses her back and resets.
Alex has gone inactive, and she's just allowing Japa to walk into that range. I talk about it all the time. Alex has got to get back on the combinations and keep her at bay. So when you're single shot, you give opportunity for the shorter fighter to push forward off of the single shot.
So something that never happened in my career was where I started landing so many strikes that I started to try to pick them. I feel like that might be happening here with Alex. She started to have so much success that she started to try to pick instead of just letting them go.
Yeah, I could see that.
I never had that in my career. If I landed a shot, I was like, oh my goodness, thank goodness. Let's go for a double leg. For me, the story of this fight has been Alex using her range well.
Yeah, it has.
That has been the story of this fight. Not letting Japa get across the void without taking something.
I'd like to see Japa go for a takedown, even just fake it, just to give Alex something else to think about here.
Yeah, level change at distance could do real good. Nice overhand there from Japa, though. trying to frame, but you see
Alex
that physicality
strong.
of Alex. Just
Yeah.
a big push to the cage, following that underhook.
I would expect Alex to bring some knees up if she can get Japa pushed back against the fence. Bring some knees to the head with those long legs. Ooh. Oh, good two from Alex. This definitely a much better round for Japa, but a good hook. But most of her shots are just still falling just a little bit too short as Alex is continuously controlling the distance here. Japa starting to get close. Big right hand and a hook from Alex as she pushed forward. Now here we got Japa in on a takedown and tried for the outside trip, but slipped off of Alex.
Able to stay up and in her striking range. 5 seconds left here in our second round. And again, for me, I mean, Japa.
Idea, just even if, like I say, you don't secure it, just to give her something else to think about. Alex doing a really good job controlling the distance, landing her combinations. She kind of got a little bit, well, early on in that round, she kind of got a little bit comfortable, wasn't really throwing a whole lot, and it allowed Japa to push through that range and land a few shots of her own. Alex has to get back on that jab and stay on that jab and throw the combinations as Japa tries to push forward like that. Good exchanges from both ladies.
So as we move into our third round of this women's bout at bantamweight, Alex Apodaca looking like she might be stretching for that victory, using her points, using her skill set to outpoint Japa. Japa looking to get inside, land some damage, and take this round and maybe this fight.
Now Japa, now Alex is leaning forward. Now she's kind of fixed it. But Japa was able to land 2 jabs in a row because Alex is leaning her head forward into the range, kind of.
Yeah, that's one of those hard ones. I tell a lot of my fighters, remember, just because your eyes are closer doesn't mean your hand is.
Yeah. Good low
nice
kick
there.
Combinations. That's what she's got to do to push Japa back out of that range and keep her out there. Oh, good hook.
Nice right.
They exchanged, they traded hooks, and I think Alex got the better of it. Oh, big overhand.
Back and forth these ladies are. Just a little bit off target as each with their power shots.
It's a good shot from Japa there as she moved through the zone. See, that's what Alex has to do more of. It's what she was doing good early on in the first round, throwing the combinations. Ooh, 2.
I'm really liking the range that Alex is using. And then when she gets in trouble, just like that, she'll utilize her Muay Thai clinch and makes Japa reset.
Yep.
Great exchange here from Alex.
Japa trying. She's trying to get there. She's
just not capable. I mean, Alex is just doing too much with the feints, the motion, the movement, using that range well.
Alex is wearing some damage on that right eye.
Two minutes left in this ladies' bout. They are putting it on the line. Alex Apodaca coming out and getting herself in one of the best positions she can be to get that pro win against a very tough opponent.
That two is long. It's like Green's two when he was in there.
Both ladies just missed with the big strike. Oh, great strike from Alex. Apodaca's really sitting down on her punches.
Yeah, much better than in her last fight.
Yes, lots of improvement. And a lot of that fight, she was landing, but the damage and the perceived power that was coming, and just losing that split, a big difference in the way she's approaching these.
Well, she in my notes, I wrote down she can control the distance when she punches hard. She can, and we're seeing it tonight.
Great teep from Alex.
Both ladies wearing a little bit of damage now, coming into
a little bit over 30 seconds here at 34 seconds. Alex really in cruise control here. If she can stay safe, I would be very surprised if she doesn't get the nod here. Has been a really good exchanges from the outside. Yeah. Japa has not looked bad.
No, she
has not been able to get her game going.
Yeah, she just hasn't been able to get to the target. That's been the thing. It's been the distance control for Alex and Japa not really being able to get to the target. Good exchange here with the ladies.
And we will go to the judges and our co-main event. Alex Apodaca and Japa taking it to the bell. The story of that fight for me is just the range and the jab of Alex.
Yep. And the combinations,
from Japa. She tried to implement it. Alex did a very good job staying on the edge, moving around, landing her strikes. Again, very surprised if we don't see Alex get the nod.
Yeah. We were wrong the last girl fight that or the last ladies that fought. Craig and I were wrong on that one, but good distance control. Good combinations from Alex. And just Japa just falling just a little bit short, just not being able to reach the target, not being able to figure out that distance. But a good scrap from both ladies. The ladies always bring it. As we'll throw it in to Garrett and make this one official.
Having gone the distance in our co-main event, we go now to your judges' scorecards for the decision. All three judges, Michelle Morales, Ricardo Delgado, and Charles Bird, see it the same. 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Alex Apodaca.
Well, bring it on in. How does that feel?
That felt really good. That felt really fucking good.
I'm sure it did. Coming into the peak cage, you had an extremely tough battle, split decision.
Yeah.
Come in, another extremely tough opponent. Anyone who doesn't know who Japa is needs to pay attention. Lots of power.
Yeah. No, that was scary. I was afraid of that for sure. But going with Nicola really made me practice some things. Yes. You know what I mean? She had the same power. Lost to a close split, and I thought, that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, we could see that really came out, dictated the range, and was able to use your length really, really well. Yeah. Is that something you were working on in your last camp?
100%. Defense first. That's what I worked on. That's all I worked on.
Well, you come back into the cage, you get your first professional win against an extremely tough opponent. What's next, ma'am?
Just fighting as soon as I can. Ready to get back in already.
Hey, that's what we want to hear. Is there anyone else you'd like to give a shout out or thanks to?
Biggest shout out ever to my teammates. They pulled through when I needed some drilling at 9 p.m. at night. Anytime they came through and I asked. A ton of y'all over at High Altitude, and big shout out to my coaches. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, the ladies always come to bring it. Let's give it up for our winner one more time, Alex Apodaca.